Well, this is a doozy of an episode. By now you know the formula for Agatha All Along. Find the trial chamber, get the wardrobe shift, get the trial, which has a timer. Screw it up and something bad will happen. In this case, the ceiling that would make Damocles proud. Also, the ceiling moves downward the less satisfied it is with your performance in the trial. But the focus, however, is on Lily. And the scenes being out of order makes sense because it's told from Lilia's perspective, and as a seer, she has no control over her power, so we're experiencing events as she sees them. For the most part, at least. And this episode helps contextualize her various outbursts in previous episodes. She's been experiencing the future, and how she gets things are now finally in context. Even lashing out at Billy at one point, because, well, she has to. She's still pretty pissed off even though she's seen the future, but still has the emotions of her present self. But since this is a Lilia-focused episode, and the fact that she could see the future ever since she was a child, she's basically getting flashbacks from her time in the Coven, such as the whole fever wiping out her original Coven when she was young. We also get scenes of her being, well, the first scene of this episode is her death, and the last scene is her first lesson with her original Coven. And it all comes together at the end of the episode. All those tarot comments that she made in prior episodes, those were the readings from this episode. And she's not looking into the future for the most part. She's looking from within. The flow of time is an illusion, and she's doing some introspection. And eventually she does accept death. As Death herself puts it, all roads lead to her. And when the trial ends, Lilia sends the Salem Seven to their deaths along with her own death, because she controls her own fate. She can't control her fate because everyone dies and that's everyone's fate, but she can control what she does with the time she has left. I was kind of skeptical about how doing things out of order might rob this episode of its punch, but in reality, I think it goes very well. Tell us that all roads lead to death. Show us Mistress Death. Show us that Lilia knows how she'll die. Show us the death first thing we see. But then it helps with the lesson. Make the most out of the time you have left before you die. I honestly thought they couldn't keep the momentum from the last episode, but I'm happy to be wrong. Those are just my thoughts. Please consider liking, subscribing, tipping the channel on Ko-fi. This is Cyril signing off.